my first video, The Makeup Artist Next Door. For my first video, I'm going to do a brow tutorial and just getting some promo out there. You guys can follow me at Alexis_SHARNAI, Alexis_Charnay, and you can also add me on Facebook. So let's get started. First of all, I've already washed my face, moisturized, and applied my primer and foundation. So we're just going to get started with the eyebrows right away. First off, you want to groom your eyebrows, and by grooming I mean getting your eyebrow brush and brushing them so that they start shaping the way you want them to shape. It's very important that you do that, because if you have very wild eyebrows, then it'll help like controlling them and giving them the shape that you want, and they'll start getting used to being in that shape. Next, get your concealer. Liquid-based concealer isn't really the job for this. I have this cream concealer from MAC. It has to be a couple shades lighter than your skin. Only because for this purpose only, like, we kind of use it under the brow, and it kind of gives it that fresh feeling like you just got your eyebrows done. So yeah. So next, I'm going to take my concealer brush. My concealer brush is a Bobbi Brown concealer brush, and it's from the Bobbi Brown Essentials line of cosmetic brushes. And yeah, we're going to take that, get a little bit on the very tip of your brush, and go under your brow line and highlight it in the shape that you want. Make sure you get the line exactly how you want it, because you're going to blend this stuff in, and once it goes on, you can change them, but just do it right from the first time. You don't have to go back. Okay. Next, you see that? Next, you're going to take your finger, the very tip of your finger, without smudging the line and messing it up. You're going to take it and you're going to blend it in gently, not rubbing it, but just with short little small strokes with the tip of your finger. You're going to blend in the concealer. Try not to mess up your line that you've made with the concealer. Just blend it in under the brow line and feel that brow bone. Blend it down to there. Okay. See? Alright, next we're going to get your brush. My brush is actually an eyeliner brush. And the reason I use this one is because a lot of the brow brushes, they're very thick, and I don't want that thick of a brow. So I have an eyeliner brush that's angled so that I get more precision with it. As you can see on this one that I did, you know, I like the line to be very thin at the back. So I'm using an eyeliner brush, and I have one more that I'm going to use too. So now you're going to take a brown or whatever color matches your eyebrows. I'm using Matte Brown by Estee Lauder. It's called Lazard, and I'm gonna use that one on mine. Whatever matches yours. I heard that some people use grays and then go over it with a brown because they want a lighter pigment on their brown, then they do that. But for this purpose, I'm using brown. Okay. Get a little bit on your brush. Tap the end, the excess. And now we're going to go from the bottom line of the inner corner of your brow on out. You can go up to the top and get the shape that you want. It's very, very important that you don't go full on thick brown color when you're doing the inner corner of your eyebrow, because it will look fake. And that's the reason why a lot of people have switched over to doing their eyebrows with shadow, because the shadow just gives it a more natural look versus the pencil. Go ahead and go on out, further out the eyebrow, following the shape that you already created with the concealer. Just follow that line. And hit the top of the brow as well to get the shape that you want. Okay. Next, as you can see, the color is there, but it's not on as full as I would like it to be. So next I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown eyebrow brush from also the Bobbi Brown Essentials line of cosmetic brushes. And I'm going to get the same brown color and just go in and make the color deep. And get a little bit on your brush and do the same strokes. Just going back over it and making it deeper and more rich in color. The reason I use this brush as well after the eyeliner brush is because this brush, the bristles on it are very good for controlling those like unruly hairs that we all have in our eyebrows. They just seem to want to do their own thing. And don't be scared if you mess up your line, especially at the back of them, because you can always go back with your concealer brush and fix it and then blend again. So that's the good thing about it. You always have your handy dandy concealer. Okay. Another brush, I don't use it on me as much, but this brush is very good for doing the inner corner of your eyebrows, because if you don't have a lot of hair on your eyebrows are very thin and they're not the thickness that you would like for them to be, this brush will give you that kind of more of a natural airbrush look on the inner corner of your eyebrows if you don't have any hair to begin with. Okay. Next, going back in, what I usually do on some other people if they want their eyebrows more fuller in color, I go back over it with a brown eyeliner. So it just kind of gives it, again, richer color, a darker look. My mom likes for me to do this when I do hers because she likes that richer, darker look. As natural as possible. Okay? Now you can just kind of blend. Next up, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before, but on some people that do their eyebrows, they have that kind of weird, like, not a unibrow look, but it's kind of like a unibrow effect, and it's created with using concealer on the top and connecting it with your brush. Don't do that because it looks crazy. What I usually do, because the concealer is lighter, so you have to be careful because it is going to show the different pigment from your skin and the concealer. I usually just take a little bit of concealer in the middle of the two brows and blend it out so that you don't get that crazy unibrow effect from the concealer. And just blend it to the very beginning of the brows and down. But I do not put concealer on top of my brows. It looks crazy sometimes. I know you guys have seen it where either, I don't know if it's concealer, if they're using eyeshadow, I don't know. But it looks crazy and we need to stop that trend. So that is my finished brow. It looks normal, it looks natural, it looks like, you know, from people always ask me if I get my eyebrows threaded, and I'm like, no, I just, you know, do them myself at home with makeup. So you can see how it naturally comes in, you know, everything looks natural. Alright, well, there is your defined brow. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, constructive criticism, like I said, I'm just a college student and I do this stuff for fun. I like makeup, so I'm always looking to learn. If you have any tips or anything that I could benefit from, then don't be afraid to leave them in the comment box. Be nice, please. Don't want to have to block anybody. No, I'm just kidding. But definitely follow me at Alexis Charnay and Alexis_Charnay, and I will be posting another video soon. Thank you.